Well, if you haven't guessed it, we're just west of Exmouth, on the west side of the Cape. A place called Lakeside, Ningaloo Reef out here. We're staying down south in the national park at a place called Tulki. Lakeside's a popular snorkeling spot, as is Turquoise Bay. I think we're going to Turquoise Bay after here. Just coming down for a look. We're out with a tour this morning, just drift snorkeling, 2 hours. Morning. Southwesterly breeze picked up about an hour ago. That's why there's a bit of wind around. Lakeside, as I say, snorkeling spot. There's a sign on the entry: 1.5 kilometres, return allow 40 minutes. The sanctuary zone up that way, which is south, they recommend you go up that way and start to snorkel and come back north. I forgot to mention water temperature. How do I know the water temperature? When we're out in that excursion, the first drift, there's a temperature gauge on the boat for the water, and the first drift on snorkeling, 21 degrees. I didn't do the second snorkel. It was 22 degrees on the second drift. Just a bit too chilly for me. Boss did it though, just took some video. Just a little bit further south of where we're camping and further south of Lakeside. There's a big dust storm coming across. Must be a big wind coming across this way. Turquoise Bay. Is it popular? Man, lots of cars here. There's another car park over the other side too. We've come in here just to have another look, just to see what it's like. This bay's a little bit more sheltered out of the wind. A few more people on the water here, but a lot more people on the sand still. Don't know if you can see it, there's a spotter plane up there. I think they're doing humpback whale tours at the moment. The reef's in a lot closer here to the shore as well. And that's where those white caps are. And there must be one, two, I think I saw 3 boats on the outside of the reef.
Yeah, this is where
That's spawning plane again. See the reef just here. Another sanctuary zone, so no fishing, no spear fishing. Look, don't touch. Boss reckons that the car park that was down that way was called the Drift Car Park, and you park down there way and you drift snorkeling down this way. It's a big warning sign that there's terrible tides, currents out this way. And I think I read something that says make sure you're out of the water before you get to this corner. Didn't mention this, but my theory why there's so many vehicles here, so many people here. School holidays. I think there's today's Thursday, tomorrow, this weekend, and next week's back into school week. One of the tour guides on the boat that we're on this morning said it was not uncommon for people from Perth to come up this time of year. Just to see the temperature up here, 30 degrees. Let's get up there. I think Perth's in the teens at the moment. And a couple I was speaking to on the boat too said exactly that. They weren't really worried about water or anything like that, just looked at temperature. Saw it was 30s. Just going in for our second drift. The big fish we saw before, the big school, that's Mark. Must be some sort of tour on. A crowd of people rocked up. Cape Range National Park. It's got to be south of Exmouth. Exmouth's up there. Ningaloo's out to the left. Charles Knife Canyon we're heading to. RAF Exmouth down there. It's also a civilian terminal as well. Off goes the boss again, pursuing the best vantage point for a photo. Well, if she takes a photo, I'll probably get a copy and we'll drop it in here somewhere. Early on in the 50s, there was a bunch of exploration happening around here, exploring for oil. This is one of the first wells they drilled 4,700 metres deep. Didn't find commercial quantities of, they say, hydrocarbons, oil. So they plugged it and abandoned it. They found oil not too far from here at a place called Rough Range Number 1, southeast of here. From what I understand, it didn't produce too much oil. They found more oil over in, I think it was Barrow Island, which is off the coast of Western Australia. Just got you in here for the moment. It's pretty windy outside, so the audio will be pretty crap. We're at Thomas Carter Lookout. Just another little trek up here at Cape Range National Park. Go up there, have a look. The boss will probably want to do a bit of a walk as well, but I'd probably just go up to the lookout, and if she wants to go for a walk, I'll give her the GoPro and she can do some stuff, and I'll just hang around up here doing some YouTube stuff for you guys. Oh, this is the walk, 6.8 Ks, 4 hours, class 4. I only got the thongs on today, so I'm definitely not going to do it. Just going to go up here to have a look around. What you may or may not know is there is a US Navy communications base here. I think it's Harold E. Holt. You may just see off in the distance a little white dome. I think that's part of it, and it's further off to the right. There's a whole bunch of communications towers. From memory, it was submarine communications, so ultra low frequency, I think. They're just upgrading the fencing around the base up there at the moment. Well, that's me, as far as I'm going to go. Nice little seat here as well. Shothole Canyon. It's probably about 12 or 14 k's off the highway. Again, south of Exmouth. The road says open to 4x4 only. There's a couple of washouts, so you need high clearance. Come up here and too high all the way through. There might be one step up on the way back, but I might need to engage four-wheel drive. But I'll give it a go. Too high on the way out. Walk up here. Toilets. There's quite a few cars on the road at the moment. Some stopped up before washouts. I just didn't want to come past them. And quite a few people pulled up just taking photos of the creek bed that we've sort of been following up. I'm going to do that on the way back out. Might have noticed that Stella just dropped in. Track up there is closed. And my map shows there's a couple of water holes around here. That might be just after the wet season, I'm guessing. Here a couple of cars come up the track. Uh-oh, 7 troubles, 200 series. 4 low. It's going to be a hard time. In an old 79 HZJ, I think. 1HZ. What might be a HDTE. Might have a stick on the side. Windy, yeah. Road comes up all the way through down there. Now another reason I don't really want to do too much walking today, as you know I've got my thongs on, got my stepping out shorts on as well. Got to go get some fuel on the way back. I'll tell you a bit more about that when we stop there. But Gonna hopefully grab a feed and a beer at one of Exmouth's 2 breweries. Froth Home Brewery, or Froth Brewery. That's what I hope to get a bite to eat at. It's across from the IGA in town, very popular. Boss has pointed out toilet paper. I've noticed that in a few of the places I've ever been to around Exmouth, pretty remote. The last place I ever at. Toilet paper everywhere. So it's not just confined to Queensland and Northern Territory. It's a common phenomenon in Australia, apparently. Lots of saying, oh, it's like there's toilets here. Why do you need to do a dump up there or over way up there? It's crazy. And the other car, the S79, I thought it was a 1.8Z. It's actually not, it's a VDJ 79, single cab. Not too far from the picnic area coming back. Little track on the left hand side, it's actually a creek bed. So I was going to drop into some places. This is the spot where I don't know where I need 4-wheel drive. I'm going to coast up in 2-wheel drive, see what happens. Don't know what I was worried about. It's pretty easy. Just some more of this wicked country. Going to go for a drive down the creek once the boss comes back. Fuel. Boss has been using a thing called Petrol Spy. She reckons it has more fuel station listings on it than Gas Buddy and other ones. We're just south of Exmouth, filling up at the moment, so one of the naughties filling up when they're filling up. Got to push my bonnet down, I popped it before. We're at a Shell 178.8, we're about. Is that right? No, sorry, diesel 171.8. In town it's about 8 cents more expensive at the cheapest place. So it's worthwhile shopping around, you know, if you're going to save 8 cents.